The world has changed, and I'll be honest, I don't think it's going to ever change back. So what does this mean for most of us? This means that there's two people who are going to survive. So what I mean by that is we are going under a tremendous economic crisis. And there are two types of people that are going to survive. Well, one will survive, one will thrive. So we're going to be talking a lot about that, and we're going to be talking about the types of businesses that you can start today without any money at all. So welcome to Fearless and Power Tube. I'm Sharon Lee of Fearless Pursuits, and you are watching Fearless and Power Tube. This is the place to be for entrepreneurs who like making money and working on their mind. And today is the very first live stream. So I started this live stream project, and it's all about the new Millionaire Project. I personally am working on becoming a millionaire. I have been an entrepreneur for over 25 years, and I'm really excited to look at the new Millionaire Project as a way of sharing my journey with you so that you can adopt some of these things into your own life so that you can make some money. We realize that we have some things in common. Regardless of where we are in today's world, we want freedom. We want money. We want to have a beautiful life of peace and enjoy things the way we want it on our terms. So this is where you will find everything that you need so that you can become that entrepreneur that has the kind of freedom you need. But first, we have to cover all of the bases. So I want to talk to you about crypto news. So with the new Millionaire Project here on Fearless and Power Tube, you can rely on me to give you the latest in crypto news so that you can be on top of everything. We're going to be talking about online business. This is specifically about the growth things that you need to do so that you can really make the money that you need to really have and experience that freedom lifestyle and make the money that you need. And in addition to that, we are going to be tackling the wealth mindset. That's right, because it's all part of it. Regardless of whether you are working on being a new millionaire or whether you are thinking along the lines of the old millionaire, you know that the mindset is really key to really accomplishing the things that we want to accomplish, because along the way, we're going to come up with a lot of issues that don't seem to work too much for us and keep us playing a small game. And I don't want that for you. So that's what we're going to be tackling here. So let's just get started. I'm super excited to be here for you to really be able to uncover and unpack all of these things that are going to help you to become the new millionaire. All right, so as part of becoming the new millionaire, we've got to really talk about the economy. So the new Millionaire Project was something that I came up with because I started seeing what was really going on in our world. We realized there's been an economic crisis. There's been a world crisis when we're talking about the vid. So I'm being very cryptic when I'm talking about this because we know that censorship exists. That's right. You can be brought down on your web page. Your website can be knocked down based on what you say. You can be banned on social media based on what you say, your beliefs. And the same thing is true on YouTube. So I want to be very careful about the words that I'm choosing here, but I think you know what I mean. So in 2020, March of 2020, the world was hit really, really hard. And it was one of those things that we never thought we would see. We're living in a sci-fi movie. Now, I've been in business for over 25 years. I've lived a long life, and I'm not really going to reveal my age, but the fact of the matter is I'm not a spring chick. I've lived a very free life, even being a female who's experienced things like not being able to cash a check because I didn't have a man. So that was something that we would experience back in the 70s. Women have come a long way. I digress. The point here is that over time, we, as a collective demographic, have experienced tremendous growth in our freedom. We have the ability to travel all over the world, and now, not so much. And with the news, it's telling us that, in fact, a lot of us will not be able to travel unless we have a certain characteristic about us. In fact, there was a really sad situation where there was a volcano that erupted, and only those people that had a certain characteristic were actually evacuated. So that's really sad, in the sad state of where we are, and it holds true for every other aspect of what our leaders believe. So we, as the populace, must stand strong, stand tall, and really start to cue our ears up here in what it is we need to do to thrive, not just survive. Now, there's lots of books that have recently been cropping up that are talking about the new depression. That's right. Back in the 1930s, America experienced, and a great part of our world experienced, the depression. And that is where a lot of people really struggled with making any money at all. So here we are in the digital age, and we are really learning that we have so much opportunity, but so many of us are really afraid of moving forward with that opportunity, for fear of reprisal, for being, I'm just going to say it, lazy. A lot of us are lazy and not willing to do the work of what it takes to really make that kind of money, to have that freedom. But here's the thing, because of what happened with the vid, now our economy has caused a great deal of us to be unemployed, bankrupt, losing our homes, so many things. And it's really important for us to see what's going to happen to our lives. Just take a look at the news and we can see that it's not a whole lot of abundant things that are coming to us. So I said to you before, there are two types of people that are going to thrive and survive. The first type is the person who saves their money. That person will survive. Just like back in the Depression, the Great Depression, those people did survive. But unfortunately, they were creating a scarcity mindset, and they held tight and they hoarded their money, and it caused a great deal of problems. But they still are doing well. But here we go again. What is the second kind of person? The second kind of person is the person who will thrive. This is the person who makes a lot of money. And that's who I want to talk to. I want to talk to the person who's ready to make a lot of money. Now, make no mistake, I completely believe here we are with this kind of economy that we need to be a little bit of both. We need to save our money. We need to make sure that we're not spending a lot of unnecessary money for things. We need to make sure that we are investing our money in things that are going to give us money in return. This is really key, okay? So now I want to kind of break into the economy and what's happening. So we see that the governments all over the world are printing money, just like in America. This is my homeland, and this is what's happening right now. They are printing trillions of dollars to help people out of crisis. There's one unfortunate problem to that, is it's actually devaluing our dollar. So if you're the type of individual that's really grateful for that, and you're not seeing the bigger picture, then you want to listen, or you want to find another video that you can watch Kitty Cats on. But this is for the person who has that new millionaire mindset. Okay, so we're talking to people who are looking at the digital age as a way of life. It's a fact of the matter. The digital age is here to stay. It will not go any other place. Okay, so I want you to understand that that's what Fearless and Power Tube is all about. I have created this channel to help you to make money online, to help you with your mindset when things crop up. So the first order of business is we're going to be talking about crypto news. So with this new live stream show that I'm putting on for all of you who want the freedom lifestyle, who want to have a lot more money, who want to live in peace, then you are in the right place. We're going to be talking about the new economy and what it is we can actually do to thrive, not just survive. So every single week, I'm going to be talking about crypto news. I'm going to be talking about online business. In fact, I'm going to be giving you training, free training on what you can do to grow your business right here on this channel. So if you have not subscribed, you want to subscribe right now to get this free information, get this free training. Let's build this community up to 1 million subscribers. I know we can do it. There's a lot of fearless people out there who want to be millionaires. Let's do this and support each other. And the third aspect that I'm going to be providing on this channel in this live stream is the wealthy mindset. It's really key to understand that we have everything inside of us that we need to have a fearless mindset, to have an abundant mindset, to really look at the opportunities that are out there and really obtain them. So I'm going to go all over the place on this channel. We're going to be talking about marketing. We're going to be talking about different types of businesses. And we're going to really help you so that you can build your business online. That's what this channel is all about. That's what this live stream is all about. So let's get started with crypto news. So here's the thing. We know that our government is printing trillions and trillions of dollars, and we really want to be able to create this wealth in our own lives. So one of the things that a lot of people thought about with cryptocurrency was that it was for illicit use, that it was for criminals. But we've realized throughout time that a lot has changed. We've even seen MLMs that have cropped up and makes it kind of give the bad connotation to the whole idea. So a lot of people really embrace the MLMs and a lot of people really hate them. It's one of those love-hate relationships, right? So we realize that we have to see the facts for what they are. And that's what I want to give to you. And that's why I want to give you the crypto news, okay? So be sure to hang on here because I'm going to be talking about businesses that you can start today with zero money. That's right. This is really important for us because we know that the economy is really bad and we want to be able to create these businesses that are going to bring in money to our lives, but we don't want to spend a lot of money. But I want to talk to you about your mindset on that too. So I'm going to put that on the end here, so stay tuned. So here's the thing. Cryptocurrency is not for criminals. It's not for illicit use. Let's just really talk about what's going on here. First off, we're seeing some amazing things come up. We know that people who are involved in real estate, for example, are making a lot of money, right? We know that a lot of people that have become millionaires got into real estate. So we know that that's a given. Guess what? You can buy real estate with tokens, in token format. So here's what's happening. And I'll dive deep into this in another live stream, but specifically basically, we're looking at real estate, homes, apartment complexes, commercial, being converted from US dollar into Bitcoin, that you can buy a token of that property, right? So then understand, just like gold, once upon a time back in the 1930s, gold was it was a precious metal. It still is very precious. There was a finite amount that you could buy. So whenever there's a finite amount of something, we realize that it has a lot of value. So let's say that there was an apartment complex for like $430,000, and it's converted to a certain amount of Bitcoin, let's say. And you wanted to buy part of that. You wanted to buy 1 Bitcoin of that property, okay? So when it sells, you own part of that property. It's like monopoly, okay? So this is an amazing opportunity for people that don't have a lot of money, like thousands of dollars to go out and buy an apartment complex, or thousands of dollars to go out and buy a home. So what we can do with this cryptocurrency real estate is literally buy a token or 2 or 3 and own a portion of that real estate. So when it actually sells to the buyer, then you make cash on it. So that's just one opportunity. But what we're talking about here is what's happening with the economy. We know that there's going to be a crash. That's not me saying it. These are experts, financial experts out in the world that are saying this is coming. There are books written on this. There's a new book that's written on this called The New Depression. So we realized back in the 1930s, when there was the Great Depression, a lot of people were starving, didn't have any money, there was no employment. And this is what we're getting ready to experience. So what we want to do is we want to be really smart with our money. That's why I created this live stream show, because I want you to learn how you can be smart with your money. So a lot of people talk about buying stock. That's the way of the old world, okay? First of all, it can be manipulated. We realize that a lot of this is just driven by bots. And if you don't know what's going on in the news, then it can just tank. So we really want to know what's going on with cryptocurrency so we can buy into it. Okay, so you could literally just buy like a few tokens or even less, like a fraction of a token, and be sure that you're owning part of it and you're making more money in the long run. This is how you're going to survive, not just thrive. So let's take a look at the markets here. Okay, so we are looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has reached an all-time high this last week of over $61,000, right, per Bitcoin. This is something that we thought we would never see. I bought in at just under 28,000. So I've been in it a while, but I tell you, I sure wish I would have bought into it a lot sooner. And then Ethereum is holding strong at over 21,000. This is really important to understand, because while Bitcoin is worth more at over 59,000 right now, and Ethereum at only 2,100, Ethereum has actually outperformed Bitcoin. And we're seeing large companies that are really excited about buying into Ethereum, because Ethereum actually does something. So we realize with all of the censorship that we're seeing all over the world, we're talking about websites being shut down. We're talking about people being censored on social media, videos being taken off of YouTube. There's so much censorship going on right now. It's actually important for us to really understand what it is that we can do about this censorship. So when we're looking at the censorship, we have to take a look at what it is we can do. What's really happening? We have issues with the blockchain in our economy. We have to look at what China is doing right now with regards to the cryptocurrency. They're trying so hard to buy up all of the cryptocurrency. And there's news right now saying that they're working on a war so that they can actually buy missiles and all sorts of equipment so that they can actually fight against other countries. And we're talking about Korea. So we know that cryptocurrency is here to stay. This is the digital age. It's here to stay. And we have to really be careful if we are living in some of these other countries to really understand that it's sort of a battle of who owns the most cryptocurrency. This is really key for us if we're trying to understand how it is we can thrive in this economy. So this economy, as it relates to the censorship, it means that, for example, Ethereum can actually do more than Bitcoin. That's one of the reasons why it has so much power behind it. So we want to make sure that we're not looking at cryptocurrency like it is the illicit issues that some of the other people think it is, only criminals buy. In fact, it has actually been brought down by MLMers. There's a lot of people that either love MLM or hate MLM. Where am I going with this? Here's the thing. There are these new MLM companies that are popping up with your idea of buying cryptocurrency through them. But you don't have to do that. Buy from the legitimate exchanges and understand that it literally is a legitimate it's not really a currency, it's more like ownership of something, like I was talking about before with real estate. So we're moving into NFTs, we're moving into real estate, owning parts of the real estate. And this is what we need to be working on with regards to our money, understanding that we're going to have this crash with our government printing trillions and trillions of dollars. So we need to understand how it is we can invest our money and hold on to something that has so much value. Bitcoin has a finite amount to it, right? Just like gold does. So we realize that the more that there is a finite amount to it, we want to own that, right? And we understand that a lot of these governments are moving into a cashless society, just like Switzerland. Switzerland has completely 100% moved into a cashless society. And a lot of this is because of cryptocurrency. So gone are the days when we're looking at cryptocurrency like it's only for criminals, right? Only for the illicit, only for crime, right? So that's the fact of the matter. Who is recently buying cryptocurrency? Let's look at proof of it being legitimate. FedEx, IBM, Tesla. Tesla just bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, okay? And then, Elon Musk has purchased that as an individual. Once upon a time, he believed that it was one of those things that was sort of a fad. It was a fly-by-night. And we're realizing the more people are getting involved in this, the more we are realizing that if we're not getting involved in that, then we're going to miss the boat. This is the new Millionaire Project. That's why I'm creating this live stream to help you understand what's happening with the economy so that you can take what little money you may or may not have and really invest it, use your money like the tool that it is, and then understand that because we're living in a digital age, that we can really use that money to create an online business, make money online, because that's where it's going. We realize that if we're business owners, I'm thinking like a masseuse or an esthetician. I was an esthetician once. There's only a certain amount of you to go around before you're exhausted. What are you going to do? You're never going to be able to scale unless you're selling something else within your business. This is really important to understand. The other part of that is, what are you doing with the cash that you're making from your clients? You cannot just take that money and put it in your bank because we're getting ready for a big, huge crash in our economy. You can't just put it in stocks because stocks is something that's getting ready to crash as well. We don't know when it's going to crash, but the experts are telling us with regards to the new Great Depression, it could be about 2 years from now. So we have some time. I'm not the only one talking about this. There's some amazing people out there who have bigger names, obviously, than I do. We're talking about Robert Kiyosaki. We're talking about Gary Vaynerchuk, just to name a few. So these are people that are really watching the economy. They're watching the money. They're in digital business, so to speak, right? So this is important for us to understand that we can make this money for this next 12 months, next 24 months, but then what? We don't spend the money needlessly on things, but we have to spend our money on things where we can own something. Like I was talking about with regards to crypto, real estate, NFTs, any sort of altcoins. This is the new Millionaire Project. I am not trading right now. I am holding strong on my Bitcoin and on my Etherium and on my altcoins, but I'm getting ready to start trading. And when I do, I'm going to share that on this channel so that you'll be able to see what I'm holding in my portfolio, how I'm spending my money so that you can do it. So, you know, we were talking about these other companies that are investing into cryptocurrency so we can understand just how valuable this is. Why are they buying it if it doesn't have value, right? Now, PayPal is buying up Ethereum like it's going out of business, right? And the interesting thing is that there's a lot of people that are dumping Ethereum, but yet the interesting thing is it's holding strong. Why is Ethereum holding so strong when Bitcoin is going up and down? And it's because it actually does something. It holds its value. It helps us with the decentralization of our data. We have these big tech companies like Facebook, right, that are really trying to mine our technology. And by the way, there was a leak and they have no idea of releasing whose data was released. So we have to do something, and that is through crypto, right? That's through us really understanding how we can use it to make money, but how it's used to keep our privacy in the end. Because we don't want to live in this dystopian future that a lot of our leaders are into. So I don't want to get into that because I know that it's a little bit more of a conspiracy theorist. I'll get into that at a later time. But mostly what I want to really get into is to help you to understand how powerful cryptocurrency is and how you can use your available cash and use it, number one, to invest into your company, invest into creating a business, and to number two, invest it into actually holding something of value that isn't really going to be devalued. We know this because this is what China is doing. China is owning as much as they possibly can. And they're eventually going to win the war against America being the biggest global entity, the most powerful entity in all the world, because Americans don't understand where China does. China is using it. They are understanding cryptocurrency more than Americans. And Americans need to get on board with understanding what's going to happen with the economy. We cannot keep printing the dollar and think that we're going to be okay in 2 years from now. So I wanted to really talk about cryptocurrency and what's really going on there, because that is going to be what's happening for the future for the new millionaire. So let's talk about online business, because the new millionaire needs to really understand that this is the digital age and it's not going anywhere at all. And I really would like to challenge anyone who thinks so. So the fact of the matter is I had a business, a brick and mortar business of an esthetician. I've been in business for over 25 years with my ex-husband, and I understand what's happening in business. And I want to share what I know with you. I don't want you to just survive. I want you to thrive. I know that if you're watching this video, that you share something in common with me, and that is that we want to live a free life. We really want to have our own business. We want to make money. We want to live in a peaceful way. And that's what I want to really help you to do. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the businesses that you can actually start online with zero money. That's right, zero money. And you can really accomplish a lot within a 12-month span of time when you understand what to do. Fearless Pursuits is all about really going after our dreams as if our life depends upon it. And Fearless Empower Tube is the YouTube channel that helps you to learn what you need to learn about online business and your mind. So that's what I'm going to be covering with every single live stream that I do every Monday. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and click the bell too, because that's when you'll get notified of videos when I upload them. So I want you to have all of the information that you need to help you so that you can really thrive in this economy. So let's just break into the types of businesses that you can have right now without any money at all. So a lot of people think that they can get into blogging. That's the #1 thing that people talk about. Well, I'll just start a website and I'll start blogging and it's for free. Well, guess what? You need to buy a domain name. Not a lot of money. It's about $12, $13 with GoDaddy, but it's still $13. Okay, that's not zero. And then the next thing that you have to do, a lot of people don't understand, is you have to have a place to host it. So that would be like the cheapest I can think of would be like HostGator or Bluehost. I'm using SiteGround, which is quite a bit more expensive than those. The thing about it is that, you know, we're talking $3 or $4 every single month. Okay, we're going to talk about the scarcity mindset around spending money here in a little bit, because I can tell you that a lot of people who don't want to spend money on their businesses will never ever be rich. But we'll break into that afterwards. So blogging, can you start blogging with zero money? No, I have debunked that myth. But let's be real, it's not a lot of money. Every month, you're probably going to spend about $5. That's not a lot of money. So I'm going to get into the free things here very soon, but that's the first thing that people think about. So I wanted to debunk that, okay? But what can you do? You can do the affiliate marketing on there. You can do digital programs. You can if you're a coach or a consultant, you can sell your products on there, okay? So having your website and blogging, you can blog about everything that you have to sell, and that's an amazing way for you to make money online with next to nothing, literally next to nothing. And then the next thing I was talking about was being a consultant or a coach. Now, I told you before that I once upon a time had a brick and mortar as an esthetician. So something interesting was starting to happen, I want to say about 7 years ago, 6 years ago. I started to see this trend where estheticians were taking their skill to the online marketplace. They were literally becoming consultants for skin. So if you had a skin disorder, maybe you have brown spots, maybe you have acneic skin or wrinkles, you could hire an esthetician to give you advice and have a solution for your skin. So even estheticians have come to the online space, and guess what? They're doing it with social media for free. Sometimes they blog. That's always the thing that people do, is they go along with that because they understand that they need to have a bigger presence when it comes to really selling their expertise. But you've got to think big when you're a consultant or something like that, okay? So obviously, I don't believe a masseuse could do something like that. Physical therapists definitely could. You could start a YouTube channel and teach people about different, things that they have. My fiance has, gosh, now I forget what it is on his ankle, but he's experiencing some issues with that. The KT tape is working tremendous, but there's a physical therapy around that, and you can look at anything on YouTube and get an answer. The thing about YouTube is, yes, you can start it for free. You have a phone, your iPhone or your Android has amazing cameras. You can hook up a little microphone to it and you're good to go. So there's all sorts of mindset issues that people have with regards to starting a YouTube channel. That's one aspect. The other aspect is how you can actually make money with a YouTube channel. A lot of people think, oh, I'm going to get monetized and then I'm going to put ads on my videos. Well, guess what? Number one, you need 1,000 subscribers before you can even monetize. Doesn't stop there. You need 4,000 watch hours, 4,000 hours of watch time before you can monetize, before you can get any video or any advertisement on your video. So here's the thing. How much do you actually get paid? You get paid literally like a fraction of a penny or a penny for each video. It's not a lot of money, you guys. So we're not looking at monetizing the video with ads. We're monetizing our video. You can absolutely start a YouTube channel for free, help people, like I was talking about before, somebody who can help with physical therapy. I was using that as an example. And you can sell something like a digital program, right? Or even Patreon, like a membership. You can extend your services on Patreon to help people even more. So there's a lot of things that you can do, but you've got to be creative. So, you know, we were looking at the coach, the consultant, someone who wants to blog, YouTube channel. What else can you do? You can be a writer. Okay, this is amazing because one of the things that doesn't seem to go away no matter what is people love to read. You can be a writer. You can write on Udemy. You can write on Upwork for people as a contractor, on Fiverr.com. You can have a whole other business as a copywriter and make money that way. You could write books. You could write a book and put it up on Amazon. I have a book coming out the end of this week. I'm really excited about that. And I've already gotten it narrated, you guys. I mean, my book is narrated and it's going to be on Audible. Yay! Super, super excited about that. But you see, this is what you can do. And let me tell you, it didn't cost me any money at all to do this. I will say, however, okay, Audible, if you are hiring someone else to narrate your book, yes, it will cost you money. But if you are narrating yourself, you have to have a certain type of equipment because true to form, Amazon is very picky about the quality. So you want to have a good microphone to be able to accomplish that if you want it on Audible. So I'm really excited that my book is going on Audible as well as on Amazon. And I'm going to be talking about that, obviously. You can have a t-shirt shop for free, right? Teespring, Printful. I'm thinking about some other ones. I know I've got a list of them. I'm looking here on my notes. Gosh, I can't think of them, but I've got Printly, Redbubble. There's all kinds. If you know of any other print type programs, put them here in the comments for people so they can get started on that. But here's the thing, is you could get on a free Canva account and create t-shirts for people. And you could even get signed up with Amazon merch for free and sell on the Amazon marketplace your t-shirts. So this is amazing for people if you want to really start your business for free. Another one is drop shipping. So drop shipping does not cost any money at all. It's one of those things where you can take a look at using Alibaba. I don't suggest AliExpress. A lot of people look at AliExpress as a way of doing that, but honestly, there's lower quality products there. So it depends on what you want to really be affiliated with. But I would suggest going to Alibaba. I can do a whole training on that for you. If you're interested in having training on dropship, leave it here in the comments below. Just put dropship and I will do a training for you. But essentially, you can talk to the sellers and ask them if they would be willing to drop ship, and most of them will, especially, again, because of the economy. This is something that is so easy to do. And another one is like website development. So here's the thing. When you want to be a coach, a consultant, a freelancer, you have to have a certain amount of skill. If you think that would be really interesting, let's say that you want to be a website developer, go and get the skill first. Now, I learned HTML many years ago when I was first having babies. My oldest is 25 years old, I believe. I can't believe he's 25. But I learned HTML way back then. My ex-husband and I had a business, and it was all computer-based. We had our own line of computers. We did networking in the ceilings, with regards to the, the cabling that went through there. We had our own software that we programmed. So there was a lot of things that we did. And that's the thing, is you can do that too. And it doesn't cost any money at all to train yourself. My only suggestion is that you understand that you're going to have to really train yourself first before you can go out there and promote yourself. So promoting ourselves with any of these businesses is a whole other training, which of course I'm going to do. Another thing that you can do for free, because we do live in the digital world, people want to promote themselves on social media. You could be a social media manager. There's so many experts out there, coaches, consultants, freelancers, who are selling their wares online, who need help to do their social media. So if that's something that you want to do, you could do that for free, literally just reaching out to people. And again, if you're interested in training on how to do that, put that here below. You can just write something like marketing, and then I will do some training on marketing. Another one here, what do I have written down here, is, Amazon Arbitrage. That one's pretty cool too. So Amazon Arbitrage, there's actually an app where you could download that from the Apple iStore, and it tells you if you have a product that Amazon would want. You scan it, because everything's got the barcode, and you find out what the actual price is on Amazon, and so you can see what the actual profit margin is before you even do anything. If you can see there's a good profit margin, then just put the item in your shopping cart, buy it, and then sell it. Just drop it in a box, and it's really that easy, I'm not joking, and send it to Amazon. And this is a way for you to make that profit. Some of the profit's just a couple of dollars, but when you're, let's say that you wanted to buy, I'm thinking of shower spray, I don't know why, but if you were to find shower spray at Target for $2.69 and they're selling it on Amazon for $4.49, there's like a $2 profit margin there, right? So with your fees that you would have to pay Amazon, you'd probably make like $1.50, but that's $1.50 that you didn't have before, and you didn't have to do anything, okay? So that adds up. Let's say that you had 10 of those, right? That's nice, quick money, and you didn't have to do anything. You're already at the store more than likely, so that's a great way to do it. So those are some pretty amazing ways that you can make money online without any money at all. So the thing about it is, a lot of people are thinking, oh, I can't do that. And this is my expertise. Obviously, I've got the skill with online business. I've done everything. I know all of these types of businesses because I've been doing this for so long. But here's the thing. Most people struggle with their mind. Oh, I can't do that. When you're saying something like, I don't want to do that, what's really behind that? Okay. And I was saying before that people who think about, the cheap, right? The cheap people will never, ever get rich, okay? This is something that we know for sure. People who have the scarcity mindset will never get rich. So this is one of those things where I was talking about how we have a certain amount of cash. We're making money. How do we use that money as a tool to reinvest in our businesses, right? So when we have an online business, one of the things that we have to do is we have to build a personal brand. If you have an online business right now and you are not building a personal brand, you're making a huge mistake. So what does that even mean when we're talking about building a personal brand? It means that you need to be on several platforms, several social media platforms, telling people what they do. When we're thinking of Coca-Cola, for example, you know, we know what they offer. We associate Coca-Cola with a soda pop that we drink. We know what it is. When we're thinking about the Super Bowl, for example, there's a halftime. We don't even know what people are selling, right? We see these companies that are on halftime, and we know that they put together this ad that's really hilarious, but we don't even know what it was. We don't remember the brand. So that's why it's really, really important for you to have people associate what it is you do with your brand, your name, who you are, what you do. It just goes through this cycle all the time. If you are not building that brand, you're making a huge mistake. Okay, and the fact of the matter is you need to work on trying to be on several platforms once you master the other ones. This is you taking little bits and pieces of your content and repurposing it so that you can be in other places. Okay, so the problem with this is a lot of people experience the burnout. Okay, so when people are experiencing that burnout, then we realize that there's an issue that we have here that we have to deal with. So that burnout comes in because we have that idea that we have to do it all. So as I said before, the cheap people who are thinking about the scarcity mindset, who aren't going to spend money, will never, ever be rich. So the new Millionaire Project, which is what this live stream is all about, is really teaching you about not just the crypto news, not just training on online business growth, but also the mindset, the difference between the entrepreneur mindset, the employee mindset, and what you need to do with the available cash that you have to reinvest it into your business so that you don't get burned out. Because this is what happens to everybody. Number one, we have issues of I can't do that, or I'm working so hard I can't be everywhere. Of course you can't. You're going to get tired. So take what available cash you have, reinvest it and outsource it and bring more people onto your team so that you can be everywhere. I mentioned a couple of people before. That was Robert Kiyosaki and Gary Vaynerchuk, right? And so these are, of course, men, and you know my clients are women. Women don't work that way. But we have a lot to learn from the men who are out there, you know, grinding and grinding. Women are not like that. That's sort of a masculine energy, right? And women don't associate well with that masculine energy. So we have to understand, however, that there is something to learn from the men that are out there crushing it, right? We don't crush it that way. We can learn to take our content and repurpose it, but we have to really work on our mindset like the men do. This is really key for us to really be able to thrive in the marketplace in this digital world, right? Because the digital world is really where it's at. So we as women entrepreneurs, we have to learn to adapt, to grow, to pivot, to really be able to reinvent ourselves so that we can be strong, we can be all that we are, all that we want to be, and do the things that we want to do, like be free and have all the money that we want. Okay, it's not just a man's world anymore. All right, so this was the very first live stream, and I'm so excited that you were here. Be sure to subscribe to the channel because I'm going to come back live every single Monday at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and I'm going to be talking about the crypto news, online business training, and of course the mind. So if that sounds like something that you're into, be sure to subscribe to the channel, but you also need to like the video. You need to click the bell so you get notified of fresh videos. Now, my goal here, I'm really excited about this, is to build this community up to 1 million subscribers, because I know this is where we're going with the future. I want women in particular to thrive in this economic crisis. That's my goal, to help all of the women entrepreneurs out there. I'm going to be giving live training. So today was just a kickoff of what businesses we can actually do without any money. But starting next week, I'm going to be diving deep into the marketing, into the different business models, into every aspect. If you want to learn how to do drop shipping, if you want to know how to do t-shirt business, if you want to be a writer, a coach, a consultant, any of those things, this channel, this live stream show is for you. So I'm really excited that you are here, and be sure to subscribe and like the video, because when you like the video, that actually helps the video be seen by more people. And that's what Fearless Pursuits is all about. It's about helping as many people as we possibly can. This is a movement, you guys. We are going to be helping people out of this economic crisis. Let's do this. I will see you guys in the next video. This is Sharon Lee of Fearless Pursuits, and you are watching the new Millionaire Project on Fearless and PowerTube. Till next week. Bye.